We are just about set for the second state quarterfinal from Hudsonville. Harrison Watt, Maneet Patel here on the call, here on the MWPA network. Maneet, just assistant coach here for Ann Arbor Skyline, an 11-5 loss to Hudsonville in the quarterfinal earlier. Sorry to make you relive that, but you guys played a real good, hard game.
Yeah, definitely. We came out strong and just played our style of polo, which is what we wanted to do from the beginning. And we were satisfied regardless of the outcome. Obviously, a win's better, but regardless of the outcome, we were satisfied because we played our game and we played really well.
I thought it was a really hard-fought game. Got some good goaltending from Ian Root as well, and sets you up for the rest of the state tournament here. So we get set here, Ann Arbor Pioneer and Rockford. These two teams have combined for 25 of the 48 state championships in MWPA history. 13 for the Rockford Rams, all since 2000, and 12 for Ann Arbor Pioneer. The Pioneers, a lot of them under this man, Don Packard, came back in the 90s, came back into the mix just a few years ago, and now an opportunity to go back to the state semifinals. Opening sprint down, kind of a long toss there in the middle of the pool. One back by the Rockford Rams. Rockford, the 3 seed out of the West region, lost to Grand Haven in the regional semifinals. With the ball, here's Hopkins up top with it. Hopkins lost the handle, 15 on the shot clock, draws the ordinary. Up high, now to Hudson Verwise. Verwise trying to draw the ordinary, looking for the driver. This one taken away by a Pioneer, and a good steal by Farmer.
He kept his head down, didn't look for the ball, missed the pass.
Farmer, all-tournament selection in the regional tournament, had a strong regional tournament. Here's Cam Williston, who Maneet will profile a little bit later. Hasn't played in a long time out there with the mask. Broken nose. Williston floats it near side. Schemke with it. Schemke to the driver. Farmer looking, takes the shot. Easy stop by Reinsmo. And again, Maneet, we haven't seen Williston in some time now with that broken nose. He's out there in the mask, and good to see him back in the water.
Yeah, he hasn't played since their second matchup against Dexter when they lost at Pioneer, out with the broken nose. He's practiced since then, but just started contact last week, Coach Packard was telling me, and he adds a lot of speed to this dynamic Pioneer offense.
Here's Schemke down the right side, working on Hudson Verwise, draws the ordinary in the corner, faces up, surveys the offense. Farmer, the driver, into the center. Farmer with the ball, trying to power his way to the front of the goal. Good defense here by Rockford, not allowing much of anything. Farmer kicks it out. Here's Schemke. Schemke looking back into the middle of the pool. Ordinary foul on the outside, 8 on the shot clock. No score yet. 5:26 to go here in the first quarter. Out of the driver, opportunity for Pioneer, and a good swim away steal that time. That's Nate Cheney. And turned over here by Rockford.
Good hustle by Gabe Sanchez-Burks there. Kept going with the ball, ended up stealing it.
Good catch here, Schemke. Schemke's got all kinds of room. Rockford waits on the switch. Schemke's got inside water, trying to draw it. Schemke up with the shot, trying to get the backhand away. Harassed this time, and another good defensive play by Rockford. Down there deep, that's Christian Wagon. Boy, Schemke had a great lane to the goal on Reinsman there, just unable to get the shot away. Near side, Verwise with the left hand, spins around. Williston swats it away from him cleanly. All ball on that steal, and he's up the pool. Pioneers in transition, looking to the middle of the pool. Here's Williston. Williston still with room, waiting for Schemke. Schemke open, thought about it, one more pass, they score! Alex Farmer on the one-timer down low, and it's 1-0 Pioneer.
Numbers. Pioneer had numbers coming up the pool. They worked it all the way across, found the open guy, were patient, and hit their spot.
You know, I was thinking that Schemke was going to take that shot there, actually. And that's good vision. It was in his peripheral that he saw one extra guy down the pool.
Yeah.
So it makes him a first-team all-region selection. Rockford's Hopkins draws the foul outside 6. Not really thinking about the shot there. Across the pool for Verwise, working on Williston. Into center, inside water for Rockford, but the ball skips free of his grasp. And a good steal by Luke Packard. Williston's up the pool on Verwise. Pioneers lead at 1-0.
Here comes Liam Herbert driving down the middle.
Look at this, wide open. Herbert's got all kinds of room. Rockford moves over and switches onto him. Ball under from behind this time, and the Rams pick up possession.
Rockford did a great job of filling the lanes defensively. Notice Herbert was up and slid center.
I think Craig Peterman wanted an exclusion there for handling the ball after the turnover, but a little bit of leniency given here by John Jess on the near side. Rams with it on offense. No shot coming. Across the pool. Given over there to Nate Cheney. Cheney pressured to the outside. Pass into center, taken away by Shemke, a little too far in front. Up the pool, Williston. Faces up, looks for the offense. Driver coming, that's Sanchez Burks.
Here come the Pioneers.
There's a skip shot. Whoa! It's in! It just rolled over the goal line, and the goal judge, Matt Weber, up with the X, and that one sneaks beneath the arm of Reinsma. It's 2-0 Pioneers.
The Pioneers have been attacking the middle of the pool the entire game off the counterattack. Whether it's Herbert or Sanchez Burks or Shemke or Farmer, one of them is always there, and they're consistently beating the Rams.
So Rockford's going to go to the well, get some new subs in. Foul out near mid-pool. Cheney with the ball. Picks it up, puts it in play. Looking in towards center. Here's Sauer. Leans back to the ball, kicks it out wide. Opportunity out there for Stevens. The shot, good. Stop this time by Matthew Ruel. Wings the pass up the pool. Here's Shemke. Shemke trying to beat the defense out wide. Look at him go, motoring down that left side. Ball in hand, threw it in front of himself and turned it over to Cheney. It's a tough move he tried to make on the outside there to keep possession of the ball, Manit.
It's a 50-50 move right there, and hey, if it doesn't work, you have a turnover, but if that works out, that's almost instantly an exclusion or 5 meter.
Williston up the pool, opportunity for Herbert. Herbert in, the shot, lobbed it wide right. Not sure, was that partially blocked or did he elect to go that direction?
No, I think he was just handled physically. Wasn't able to get the shot off, but there was no block on it.
Sauer looking for somebody on the outside. Ordinary foul outside 6. Opportunity for a quick shot. Here's Sauer. Sauer up with it. There's a shot across cage and a good stop by Ruel. Track that all the way.
Pioneers have a 5-on-4 here.
Got the numbers up the pool again. On the outside, Shemke. Shemke's got Herbert. Herbert into the middle. He's got inside water. Powers his way. The shot, good stop. Reinsma might have been going over, but he tips it out for the 2-meter corner throw. New shot clock, minute 55 to go here in the first. 2-0 Ann Arbor Pioneer. Floats it out up high. Drives coming across. Opportunity here in the center. Sanchez Burks trying to get the shot away. He does. Save Reinsma. Rebound. They score! A big rebound play picked up by Farmer. It's 3-0 Pioneers.
Huge hustle by Farmer.
Oh, man, the Pioneers are fired up. They take a 3-0 lead with 1:40 to go in the first, and the Rockford Rams will elect to take a timeout. Well timed here from Craig Peterman on that Rockford bench. We'll take a quick break here and think this over real quick. Pioneer coming out with a lot of fire. Rockford on offense has been pushed to the outside a lot. What do they have to do to get a few more scoring opportunities, Manit?
They have to work the ball across. They need to switch it from side to side and get their center opportunities to the side he's holding. They're not moving it to the side he's holding, so they're not able to get their entry opportunities.
Well said here. And as we go back to that game earlier today, between yourselves and Hudsonville, you're playing the defending state champions. It's been 3 weeks since you last played a game, so that's not easy. So you had a little time to game plan, but for you, did you feel like there was a little bit of rust, or did you feel like maybe it was more jitters either way?
I think it was more jitters just because they're Hudsonville. They've been a powerhouse the past few years and almost annually pretty much. So it was a lot to think about going into the game, but we did our best in the 3 weeks leading up to just focus on ourselves and what we can do to improve ourselves before that game. Because if you try and game plan and overthink it, you're eventually just going to keep going in a circle and things aren't going to work out. So we tried the best to emphasize that we need to play our game and that we need to make them play the way we want them to.
And into the half you did. It was a 1-goal game into the half. A 5-meter was a difference there. I have to imagine, what must it be like to be on a bench with coaches like Rebecca Godek and Ashley Hauer every week? I mean, that's a pretty power staff right there.
Yeah, it's amazing to learn from. It's a great opportunity. They're two of the people with the highest water polo IQs I know, and just learning from them on a daily basis is amazing.
And you played your water polo for Huron, so no shortage of having seen those two. So I imagine before you took the job, you knew what you were getting into.
Definitely. I played under Ashley and Reb at Wolverine for all of my 4 years of high school, so I knew them going into it, and, it's been a great fit. I enjoy it a lot.
Make sure you visit MichiganWaterPolo.com. Manit just said something important there as Rockford has the ball taken away by Williston. Off-season polo opportunities, Wolverine Water Polo included. They're on MichiganWaterPolo.com now. Here come the Pioneers. Look at the speed from Farmer.
Farmer had some inside water there.
He did. He's got, this Pioneer squad's got a lot of speed.
Oh, they have so much speed.
Trying to step out to the
Adding
ball.
Williston back only added to that crazy speed they possess.
Shemke, and it's turned over. Heard some bangs here in the building. Thought it might have been the PA system.
Definitely.
Ian Hewitt, Hudsonville coach for the girls, running the public address. Going to be an exclusion here on Pioneer, I believe. Looks like that's Herbert headed off to the corner. Sauer kicks it down to Hopkins.
Big chance for Rockford here.
Up top looking for Cheney. Apologies, you're screened by the official here on the near side. We'll try and walk you through it. Down inside two, Rockford across. Here's Hopkins. Thinking about it. Won't take it yet. Now he does! And a beautiful shot there into the top right corner.
Couldn't ask for better placement from that shot. Top right corner, cross cage from the 1 on a 6-on-5 is really hard to block.
Well, it was interesting because Ruel was able to get over and block that near side, and he was patient enough to wait until he came all the way over. And then, that's a laced perfect shot in there by Hopkins.
Perfection.
Wish I could still get in the pool and do that. It has been a long time. Down in deep on offense, Pioneer trying to work this one into center. They do. Kicked away from Shemke. Picked up by Verwise.
Rockford's adding a little bit of a drop. They made that adjustment after the first couple of possessions when they took that timeout.
Clogging the middle because of Pioneer's driving, I would imagine. Because Pioneer has been very mobile into the middle. Pioneer with the ball, 3 seconds on the clock. Shemke going to take a launch at the buzzer and stop that time by Reinsma. We're headed to the second quarter. It is 3-1 Ann Arbor Pioneer in the state quarterfinal, and this one has lived up to what we expected to be a really good quarterfinal game, Manit.
Yeah, definitely. I can't ask for much more if you're Don Packard from the Pioneers. They've been getting down the pool consistently, and they're making Rockford work for every single possession, offensively or defensively.
It's interesting you bring up Don Packard. Interesting you bring up Don Packard as Don was somebody who did a lot of his dominating back in the 90s and before, a legendary coach in the Michigan Water Polo Association. Not sure what we have going on in the building, as I think they're working on some of the PA system down there. Don did a lot of his dominating in the 90s and was retired in the mid-2000s, like before I was playing. It's interesting that a coach can be gone for that long, come back, and not really seem to miss a beat, even though the game has changed so drastically since he had retired.
He just loves the sport. I remember a couple of years ago, after Wolverine practice, I was sitting with Luke on Skyline's pool deck, and he told me his dad was here. And I was like, isn't your sister graduating? And he was like, yeah, he just comes to watch polo. So from what Luke's saying, Don is at every single game he can get to.
On the other end of the pool, you got another coach in Craig Peterman that's been around it for a long time assistant for the legend Dave McWaters. And Craig has done a nice job with this Rockford team as well. A guy that's been with the Rockford team for many years, a long-time assistant. But you're talking about two coaches that have worked with some of the best, in the state and state history, really.
Yeah, it's hard to get better than this coaching matchup. The two coaching matchups we've had today have been amazing. It's great to see all of these minds try and strategize and push their teams to a win.
And one thing I like is that, what year are you in college, Manit?
Sophomore. I'm going into sophomore year.
So you're a sophomore. You had the opportunity this spring to come back and coach as a young former water polo player in high school, at least. I know you're planning on playing at Michigan State.
Yes.
So just the opportunity you have to come out and coach, I think it can really grow the coaching pool to have more young players in the college ranks come out and coach high school teams.
Definitely, and we've seen it a lot with like the Lansing area teams where Okemos or Hotel or any of the teams in that area can have assistance from Michigan State, and it's always a continuous thing. It's good to get players back in the pool, back involved with the sport that they love.
And that's how we grow. Manit Patel, one day we expect to be a state champion head coach, I would imagine.
Hopefully. I would not mind that.
Me either, but it didn't work out my 1 year and I retired for broadcasting. That's what happens. They say if you can't do, just broadcast.
Yeah.
Pioneer wins the opening sprint in the second quarter, up by 2. It's 3-1.
There's that drop.
Drop comes, and Hopkins able to take this one away from behind. Look at Pioneer, man, the hustle that they have. Right when they turn the ball over, they're on defense right away.
They are continuously moving. That's one of the hardest things about defending Pioneers, that they're always moving, whether it's decoys or just real drives. You know, you never know what to expect when you're guarding the Pioneers defensively.
Exclusion here. That's Alex Farmer headed to the corner. Don Packard marks it down on the notepad. Up top, Verwise. Verwise gives it down low. Sauer draws the ordinary. Up here in the pocket here on the near side is Hopkins. They go up high. One more pass to Hopkins. Hopkins quickly swarmed by Williston. Good defense here. Verwise has it. Back down, Sauer. Sauer over the top. Chance here, and we're back within one.
That was a really sneaky 6-on-5 play by Rockford. Hopkins slid up top. They set up a 3-3, and
it's Nate Cheney in the goal eventually there.
Cheney slid out and nailed the shot.
Good pass over the formation to make it a one-goal game. 6:11 to go in the second. It is 3-2 Pioneer. Pioneer all their damage done in the first. Fans getting into it here at Hudsonville. Here's Farmer on the drive. Tried to sneak it underneath him. Reinsma boxes it out. Draws the ordinary. Boy, this Farmer kid having a whale of a game.
He is. His speed is unmatched by any of the Rockford defenders.
Looking Hopkins down near side. Trying to push this one in deep. That's Wagon. Tried to center it to Sauer. Taken away here by Pioneer.
Luke Packard just jumped that lane.
Packard looking up the pool. Gave it down to Sanchez Burks. Williston's in the center. Drive coming from Herbert.
There's a drop.
Drop is there from Sauer. 9 on the shot clock. Pass partially blocked, taken away. Good defense by the Rams there. Technically sound. 5:10 to go in the second. Up the pool, here comes Sauer methodically. Surveys the offense here. One-goal game, 5 minutes to go, second quarter. State quarterfinal over the top. Ooh, late ordinary foul here, and Hopkins will retain possession. Drive off the ball side on the far side by Rockford. Trying to get something going up top. Rockford wings it into the corner, 10 on the shot clock. Still trying to find somebody inside. Sauer taken away here from the front side. It's Shemke.
Shemke jumped the lane on that. He was waiting for it, and they made the pass, and he took it.
It feels like they got 7 guys in the pool.
Yeah.
Like it really does. They're just in such good defensive position. Rockford has really done the same on defense this quarter as well.
Wide open.
Yep, left it open. Crash came. Here's Williston. Williston to the middle. Good crash defensively, and Rockford takes it away. 3 Rams converge in the middle, and Rockford picks the ball back up. Stevens up the pool to Hopkins. One more to Verwise. Verwise lost the ball, taken by Williston. Well, Herbert up the far side of the pool, 3:55 to go in the second. 1-goal game here. Scoring really slowed down after the first quarter. Got the feeling of a nervy game now. Shemke trying to break down the right side, looking for a driver. Floats it across, pass a little too high, out of reach of Burks. Sanchez Burks gives it up high. Farmer lob at the shot clock and knocked aside. Didn't get it to that back post, and Reinsma makes the stop. That lob, you really got to aim for that back post if you're going to pull it out of your pocket.
Yeah, Reinsma was right there. He didn't even move backwards or feint backwards to try and save that.
Verwise looking, 17 in the shot clock. Clock ticking, still with it at mid-pool. Down the near side, looking for Cheney. Cheney's got Hopkins in the middle, crash coming. Crash comes, skip shot on the backhand off the water and stopped by Ruel. Ruel launches it up the pool to Wilson.
Beautiful touch on that pass.
Gorgeous pass, big stop by Reinsma. Off the skip, off the fingertips, and the goalpost. What a save by Reinsma to track that one all the way. Cap comes off of Sauer here. He'll put it back on, pops it back into play. Over the top defensively by Packard. Hopkins still with the ball. Looking for something here on offense. 20 seconds to go in the shot clock. 2:40 to go in the second. 3-2 Pioneer. Back into Hopkins. Trying to turn to the right side. Exclusion here on Packard.
Packard got a little bit too high there playing defensively and got called for the kick out.
Verwise with it. Verwise harassed by Shemke. Sauer's got open space on the right side. Sauer, one more, nearly tied. Second chance, it's in! Cheney ties it at 3. Rebound came and he floats it over Ruel. That's good secondary hustle that time. Not sure what Ruel could have done differently there. Shot partially blocked, it landed on the water, and it turned into a scramble.
Yeah, I mean, you make your best effort for the ball, and it went centimeters over his head. Barely missed it.
So Rockford back even here, and now it is becoming very interesting. Down the right side, Shemke posting up over the top defensively. Going to be an ordinary foul. Into the middle, Packard driving the goal. Packard flips it up to himself. Still has possession of the ball. Rolls on his back, looking for room. Got nothing doing here. Somehow kept possession of that one. On the outside, Pioneer gives it back. Herbert thinking about it, launched it. He was on his back and launched it high over the cage.
Yep, forgot to set himself. Sailed the shot.
Set all the way down the pool. Verwise. Good defensive play by Williston around the front side. Up the pool, and we get a timeout. Don Packard going to use his 30 here. Interesting time for that.
Definitely.
Can't question him.
No, not at all, but
It's Don Packard.
100% can be sure they have something up their sleeve here.
It's interesting. Timeout horn came from the assistant coach on the bench down there. Believe that was Todd Van Apeldoorn or Evan Reynolds down there. Couldn't see who was handling the horn, but Packard was talking to Farmer on that bench. Sanchez Burks, power, shot, scores! Oh, what a move! 4-3 Pioneer.
There was nothing he could have done there. Hopkins played his best defensively, and Sanchez Burks was just stronger that possession, able to push off and get that shot. Push off legally, may I add.
Yep, it was a good step-out move there. Got the shoulder in, right back up. Nice move in the 30-second timeout, buys him a goal. And when you use your 30, typically that's what you're using it for, to try and get a goal, and used well that time. Hopkins turns, skipped it just wide. What a move there. Was kind of submarined down there with the periscope up and missed it just wide of the left goal post.
Creative shot attempt there. He kind of angled sideways and twisted his body to get it off.
Well, it was interesting. It's not an easy shot to get away, and it just shows the skill of Nate Hopkins just to get that shot near the cage with the defense in front of him.
Rockford's drop again, helping them out.
Another turnover here by Pioneer. 60 on the clock, down to 54 actually in the second. 4-3 Pioneer. Up the pool, here comes Rockford looking for something on offense. Dropped in, here's Verwise trying to power his way in front, draws the ordinary. Kicked back out. Over the top, Sanchez Burks. Couldn't get it. Into the center and right into the middle of some Pioneer traffic. Team Purple takes over.
One of the very few offensive possessions where the Pioneers don't have an advantage coming up the pool.
Shemke in. Big stop by Reinsma. Tracked that one all the way. It's a 2-meter corner throw, but that might be the save of the game thus far. Off of Jack Shemke, just got his thumb on it, knocked it aside. A big stop for Reinsma. Packard on the outside. Sanchez Burks. Hacked from the side. Going to be an exclusion here on Verwise. Opportunity for Pioneer. 14 on the game clock. Shot clock off here in the half. Trying to go up by 2 into halftime. Over the top, Shemke's got it. Spins inside water. Can't get it away. Foul down there. 3 on the game clock. Shemke's got to get rid of it. Across. Williston trying to get the shot away. Williston. Cross cage. Just wide of the goal post. We're headed to the half. This one looks like an instant classic in the making. It's 4-3 Ann Arbor Pioneer over Rockford in the state quarterfinal. Woo! What a game thus far.
What a game.
It's exactly what we were hoping for this morning when we rolled out of bed. We've seen a couple of good games already. Dexter just over Zeeland, 11-6. Hudsonville over Skyline, 11-5. It was a 1-goal game at the half, and same score we saw at the half earlier today. But this time I don't think that the margin's going to be quite what it ended up in the first game.
No. These two teams have depth and can go to their benches and really drag this game on. I could see it going into a few overtimes too.
Ooh, extra time. Sounds like fun to me. We're going to take a little break here. Audio break coming up here at halftime. Rockford, Pioneer, second half. Next, it's a 1-goal game in the state quarterfinals. Just about set for the second half here. It's 4-3 Pioneer over Rockford in the state quarterfinals here at Hudsonville. Other game underway in the third quarter. Grand Haven leads Groves 3-0. Pioneer wins the opening sprint. Harrison Watt, Manit Patel on the call. Into center, Sanchez Burks couldn't get the shot away. Sorry about that, Manit. What was that? I think the crash.
Rockford's drop, yeah. They adjusted to it early in the second quarter, I believe, and it's been working wonders for them since.
Really, they've given up 1 goal since.
Yeah, and that was on 6-on-5, so. Defense is holding strong.
Farmer got pinned in the corner, and that's going to bleed about, all said and done, about
13 seconds.
14, and they're not even past half pool yet. They're right at half pool. 14 on the shot clock as Don Packard urges his troops down the pool. Shemke in the right corner. Looking up for drivers. Drivers coming. Now it's how do you break the drop? Shot clock violation in the corner by Shemke. Minute gone here in the second half. 4-3 Pioneer. Verwise out at mid-pool, puts the head down, draws the ordinary, loses the cap. Thought about the shot. Boy, did he. Now he will. Takes it and saves Ruel. Ruel tracked that all the way. Eyes to hands. Good save.
Didn't move him much either with the shot. He had to slide maybe 2 inches to the right to block that.
No, when you're shooting out there, you got to be looking for a side, and that was closer to center cage than not. Are in the third corner here.
The drop again.
And Manit, I guess I would ask you, how do you break the drop?
You switch it to the other side. They are dropping on one side. You have to drive whoever's on the 1-2 side or the opposite side of the drive through, or even drive the drop through.
There we go. Coach Manit bringing us some knowledge. Here's Packard up the pool. Farmer's in just behind the defense. Packard thought about it, but then Verwise got back. Farmer had inside water for a half beat. Taken away. Here's Herbert down the right side. Good reach in defensively that time by Rockford. That ball taken away by Drew Bargwell, the senior. Ooh. Ordinary out at mid-pool call by John Jess. Today's officials, John Jess, Andy Tarian. Goal judges, Matt Weber and Pete Hewitt. Taken away here by Shemke in at center. Unhappy.
Sanchez Burks up the middle.
There he goes, busting down Broadway. Gives it off to Herbert with room, thinking, takes the shot, save, rebound, it's
Sanchez
in!
Burks with the finish. The Pioneers have gotten 2 goals from just keep moving towards the ball, put it in the back of the net.
Reinsma makes the save, it late on the goal line. Sanchez Burks powers it in. 5-3 the score. So Pioneer now out to a 5-3 lead in the third, 4 minutes and 8 to go. Rockford trying to jump back in front. Hopkins draws the ordinary. Got some room, thinking about it. Hopkins thinks, takes the shot, blocked away by Packard. Looks up the pool, hangs on. Now he transitions this one ahead. It's gonna be Edwards. Edwards wide to the right side, waiting for Herbert. Instead drops it back. Sanchez Burks, who's been good in this game.
There you go. That's
Farmer
exactly how you need to break the drop. Give it to the open person, make the defender move to you.
The good stop again by Reinsma, and they are starting to, as Manit said, bust that drop. Floated into Sauer. Sauer into Hopkins. Had side, exclusion coming. Sanchez Burks off for a penalty. Sauer on the right side.
Oh, he had the right back for a second.
Sauer thinking, gives it up top side, off the fingertips. Here's Cheney. Cheney pump fakes once, twice, thinking, takes the shot, blocked aside by Pioneer. Ball taken away, and Edwards hangs on.
The Pioneer shot blocking comes through again. Field blocking.
That is a monster field block. Otherwise, this is probably a 1-goal game.
Past 2 possessions.
3 minutes to go here in the third. 20 in the shot clock. Pioneer with it in the front court. Edwards waiting for the drive. Sanchez Burks thought about it. Far side into some 50-50 water. Picked up by Shemke. Shemke trying to draw the ordinary. Hopkins is in behind the defense going the other direction. Shemke long shot off the goalpost. Rang it off the right pipe and taken away here by Reinsma. In deep, Herbert, unhappy, was caught underwater there with Sauer and Reinsma. Now Sauer's in behind the defense. Herbert chugging back down on defense. Sauer kicks it out. Right side, Dorer in, trying to get inside water to Cheney. Sauer up top, outside 6. Draws the ordinary. Look out for the shot coming here. Sauer up with it, launches off the goalpost again. Left goalpost out to the corner, and Pioneer gets another stop.
Sauer on that advantage there, looked back every single stroke he took and probably spent a lot more time on that rather than getting a good attempt off.
When you got someone like Herbert coming in from behind with that speed, hard not to look back, but yeah, just got to keep your eyes up the pool and cut off whoever's coming from behind. Drive to the middle coming, and it's in a scramble. Reinsma back to it. Reinsma picks it up. There's a scramble, and it's going to be timeout Rockford. Don Packard talks it over. I think potentially he wanted a 5-meter, but I wasn't sure that Farmer had possession. Going to be a 30-second timeout. Yep. So both teams now without their 30-second timeouts, and we're a minute 51 away from the end of the third. Not a lot of space to be had here on offense, especially in tight on the goals. Both goalies have been able to take enough balls away. 29 on the shot clock. Clock restarts. Up top, floated into center. Sauer pushing right side. Foul comes from behind. Sauer back to the ball. Back up top, turned it over. Right to Shemke, and it's going to be a timeout, Pioneer. I think the Rockford player, Cheney, thought play was still underway there. As he comes back, minute 43 to go here in the third. Quick look at the other quarterfinal. Groves trailing Grand Haven 4-2 as they're on the board here in the third at East Kentwood. Another game we're expecting to be pretty good. Near chance over the goal just moments ago. And again, a minute 43 to go here in the third. It's a 2-goal game. Pioneer has been excellent defensively. And, you know, Manit, I think since even before I was playing, that's kind of Pioneer's brand, is just to be stifling down there at that end of the pool.
Always. When I was a player, it was always not to be worried about. I mean, Pioneer's offense is always lethal, but their defense is always what you keyed on, because it's so hard to break down the points. And you really, really, really have to work to end up breaking it down eventually.
Rockford dynamic offensively, too. They'll have some answers here as this game moves into the later stages. But at some point, got to give a lot of credit to this defensive game plan they put together. Ruel hasn't had to make a ton of saves, but the ones he has, he's been excellent here so far, tracking the ball.
I think the biggest key for the Rams going forward is to get those 6-on-5s. They've scored all 3 of their goals on 6-on-5 opportunities, and they have some trick plays that they used, or slides that they used on offense on 6-on-5s that have worked for them.
Timeout is out here. Pioneer will get a set play going.
Groves just scored a goal, 3-4. Grand Haven leads by a goal with the third quarter still going on.
Looks like that's
3:11 left.
Good catch. I was just trying to look for that shot clock there in the shot. So, yep, Groves and Grand Haven, a good game there. These 2 quarterfinals we both expected to be good games. Groves and Grand Haven played a 2-goal or 3-goal game earlier this year that was described to me as a rock fight.
I mean, when you have 2 teams like that, it's not going to be anything but. Groves and Grand Haven. Grand Haven are typically known to be scrappy teams, and you're seeing that right now.
Very physical. Out near mid-pool, here's Verwise. Kicks it into center. Hopkins his side, trying to reach for the ball. He took too much time to get there. He spent a lot of time leaning back instead of going for the ball. And it's turned over to Pioneer. Up the pool, looking for Shemke. Pass ahead of him.
There's a drop.
Drop coming from behind, taken away by Rockford, and a good defensive play. Kind of a dangerous pass in back on their own goal there at Reinsbach.
That always scares me as a coach.
I've been there. Hopkins turns to the inside. Good move.
Got caught with his hips down.
I think that might be number 2 on Packard. We'll have to get that. Here's Hopkins in, takes the shot, scores!
He does it again.
Not sure. I think the Pioneer players are protesting that the ball was not put in play. I think it might have. Didn't catch that. Don Packard going to talk it over here with Andy Terrian out near mid-pool. I'm actually not sure if Hopkins actually put that back in play, Manit. Did you catch it?
No, I did. It was a quick motion. That bar in worked multiple times for him, but I missed it.
Good shot. Very good shot here in the 6-on-5. Herbert down the right side to Williston. Back to a 1-goal game. Williston trying to draw the ordinary out there.
Driving the drop through. Getting rid of it, essentially.
Shemke's in at center. Up top, Edwards. Left it down low for Farmer. It's behind him and taken away here by Rockford. Rockford trying to transition. 19 on the game clock here. Shot clock turned off. Hopkins in a bid for a tie at the end of the quarter. Verwise fouled hard inside 5. Kicked it out to Hopkins. Hopkins, one more. Sauer into center, turned over. Pioneer with the ball. Ruel, last second opportunity, launches the length of the pool. It won't make it there, and we're headed to the fourth quarter. It's a one-goal game. Pioneer leads Rockford 5-4 in the quarterfinals, Monique.
Not much else you can ask for as a Polo fan here. This game has been great through 3 quarters. I expect much more of the same.
Would have to check. I wasn't sure how many exclusions Packard had. See if we can go get a check here in just a moment. But nonetheless, an important player. About 90 seconds to go here before the start of the fourth. Timeouts left. Both teams have 2 full timeouts. Now a 2-goal game in the Grand Haven Groves quarterfinal over at East Kentwood. 5-3 the score. Luke Packard with 2 exclusions officially. So Monique, as you look at it, you got 7 minutes left on the clock here. One of your key players, role player, star, whatever it may be, Luke Packard, do you start him on the bench here if you're the coach?
I would. I trust Pioneer's depth, and as a coach, you have to trust your bench. And I would think he dips into the bench here for a couple of minutes before putting Packard back into the game.
They've been able to, Rockford's been able to draw just enough exclusions in that regard. They've been really good in the 6-on-5. A couple of goals for Hopkins, key in this one. Cheney with one.
Yeah, the Rams have yet to score out of 6-on-5.
You know what? I'm interested that you came up with that stat because I actually didn't know that off the top of my head.
Yes, they have not scored off of the not on 6-on-5 yet.
So no even strength goals yet for Rockford in this one. We head for the fourth quarter. See if they can find one. Really, it's been a cleanly played game. Not a ton of exclusions either direction, either way. Now we wait the start of the fourth quarter. 5-4 Pioneer state quarterfinal. Man, Manine, I got to be honest, you kind of wish this game was happening later in the tournament.
Oh, definitely.
Like we said, they have combined for 25 of the 48 state championships in Michigan Water Polo Association history on the boys' side. No 2 teams combined for more than these 2.
As prestigious as it gets.
I believe Huron's got 11?
I think so.
Well, Huron would be the next up on the boys' side. Opening sprint going to be Williston for Pioneer. On the other end for Rockford, Will Cheney, the freshman. Freshman in the water in a big spot. Monique, you had a couple of freshmen in the water in that game that I thought played a really good game. Suleiman had a big goal there.
Yeah, Luke Solomon's fun to watch. I've played with him for a long time now, I think since my freshman year. So it's been fun to watch him grow up and as a freshman now play and help out big time.
Definitely been cool. It was cool to be in that game and watch and see. You got a sophomore goalie that's pretty good for Skyline. A lot of guys coming back. That is a team that's going to be a problem next year.
Definitely.
Up the pool we go. Andy Terrian drops the ball into the water. Opening sprint, fourth quarter underway. Herbert with it. Herbert looking up the pool. Had Sanchez Burks for a moment. Instead gives it outside to Shemke. It is a 1-goal game into the fourth quarter. Down low, Farmer. Crash coming from behind by Verwise. Farmer out from underwater. Up high, Herbert. Herbert thinking about it. Gave it to Williston. 4 on the shot clock. Inside. Going to be more of a dump than anything as the Pioneers turn it over. Up the pool, Verwise rolls it up there slowly. Still with the ball. Draws the ordinary. Verwise trying to swim. Good exclusion draw.
Here's Rockford's chance.
That was a really good, smart exclusion draw to cut his man off and head towards the goal. Farmer into the corner. I believe that's his second. Looking to go up top with it, Verwise. Verwise. Near side.
Oh, here they go into that little 3-3 again. They wanted it.
Turned it back over again. Edwards picks the pass off. That was Logan Stevens with the pass that got turned over there. One too many looking for Sauer. 5:50 to go. It's a one-goal game still. Down the right side, Williston looking Herbert. Crash coming. Williston puts his head down, draws the ordinary. Up top, Shemke. Pump fakes once, into center. Herbert turning, trying to get something going, and a really good ball under from behind there by Verwise. Good defensive play from Hudson Verwise. Up the near side of the pool. Nate Cheney with it, the freshman. Cheney looking, still looking. Doesn't have a lot going on. Instead gives it to Verwise in the middle, out near mid-pool. Sauer on the right side. Stevens trying to get side. Ball side drive from Verwise. In there. Verwise leans back, launches it backwards over his head and missed it high over the goal. Creative. Just couldn't put it on frame, Manit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that today, for sure. Lots of creativity from all of these players. It's so fun to watch.
You have to be when the defense is this good. Williston driving, draws the defense to him, and an ordinary foul that time. I think Don Packard down there wanted an exclusion, pretty close. Williston pops it into play, attacked immediately, draws another ordinary. Looking for Shemke, he thought about it. Crash comes, up top Herbert. Herbert's got that whole left side of the cage open. Skip right, missed it. And Reinsma was kind of cheating over that direction. Not sure at water level if there was really much of a lane there. Back up the pool. Here's Sauer. Sauer turns on his back. Big
What
stop.
a save!
Paul Ruel knocked it over top of the goal. 2-meter corner throw. Sauer rolled over and got off a bomb. In the corner, Hopkins gave it up top. Rockford working it around the umbrella. Cheney with it, thought about it, pops it into play. 21 on the shot clock now. Going to be an exclusion in the middle. Edwards into the corner. There's a rip there, and they score! Rockford has tied the game. It's the freshman, Will Cheney. 5-5 with 4:20 to go.
And another 6-on-5 goal for the Rams.
Take advantage of the opportunities you get, and there won't be many. And Rockford has done just that. They get a good, hard few minutes out of the freshman, Will Cheney, who scores the tying goal. 4 minutes and 20 to go here in the fourth. Packard re-enters for Pioneer. Crowd getting into it here from Hudsonville. Herbert for Packard, pass off the mark. Shemke. Looking. Ordinary foul on the outside. Packard thinking about it. He was up with it, won't take the shot. Trying to draw the ordinary, puts it in front of himself. Still with the ball somehow, no ordinary. Going to be a shot clock violation here on Pioneer. Packard wanted a call, won't get one. Rockford nearly at a break down the middle for Sauer, and it's turned over. Boy, that was going to be a great opportunity, Manit.
Definitely. They had a shot there, and just a simple mistake.
Shemke busting down the middle. Shemke's got room. Good defensive play by Hopkins. Now behind the defense, here's Sauer. Sauer trying to give the Rams the lead. Powering his way to the goal. Still up with the ball. Ball in the air. Taken away from behind by Williston.
And he maintained possession.
Wow. A great defensive play on the help back from Williston. Into the middle.
Oh, what a dot.
Sanchez, Burke
Oh my
scores!
God. That pass was exactly where it needed to be.
A perfect pass. It is a one-goal Pioneer lead, and Craig Peterman, unhappy, wanted a 5-meter at the other end or something, but won't get it. It's a 6-5 Pioneer lead. 3 minutes and 5 to go. A beautiful goal by Gabe Sanchez-Burks. Boy, this is quite the postseason game. Kicked out, turned over to Herbert. Ball under, great defensive play by Verwise out at mid-pool. That was big, would it turned into a counter. Sauer, ball under from behind, and another turnover for the Rams. Up the pool, Williston. Down the right side, looking for help. Pioneer trying to add to their lead late here. Williston thought about the ordinary, couldn't draw it. Now he does on Hopkins. Hopkins drops back towards the driver. Good play by Schemke, inside Waters. Schemke trying to get back to the ball, and a great play by the goaltender. Reinsma just took it away. Now up the pool.
Up.
Sauer in on goal on the break, trying to cut his man off. And going to be an exclusion here on Packard. That's his third. Sauer back to Hopkins. Hopkins, top side. Rams trying to tie the game back up.
The post wide open.
Big shot by Verwise. We're tied at 6 on the one-timer. That position almost never comes open, and Hudson Verwise knocks it past Ruel. 2:13 to go. We're tied at 6. What a finish. Beneath the percentage of times in your head you can imagine that position comes open. Pretty low, I would guess.
Very low. You almost never get a shot from there, and
when you
Rockford capitalized.
When you do, the percentage that goes in. Oh, yeah. Herbert on the drive.
There's the drop.
Good aggressive play on the ball under, and Rockford is headed back up the pool. 1:55 to go. The ball was never put in play. Ooh. And a yellow card assessed to Craig Peterman on that far side. Mistake maybe there. On the outside, Williston has it. Looking for the driver, instead gives it up top. Sanchez Burks pump fakes once, gives it into center. Chance for Edwards, off the goalpost!
He was so close.
Man, another inch to the right, and it is 7-6 Pioneer, but instead, Craig Peterman gets the ball back and a timeout. 96 seconds on the clock, and what is turning into an instant classic. And Manit, I don't know if I've had enough of this yet. This is pretty darn good.
No, I want to see some overtime. This is the Rams' first chance to take a lead here.
In the other quarterfinal, end of the third, Grand Haven 6, Groves 4. That is into the fourth now.
4 minutes left.
Looks like 4 minutes left. Sorry, looks like the scoreboard has not updated on the stream. Come on, Joey. Full shot clock. Rockford with the ball out of the timeout. They'll get a setup from mid-pool. 96 seconds on the clock. You know, I think at the beginning of the week, Manit, when I was thinking about this game, this is the one I was thinking was probably going to be the closest first-round game.
Definitely.
If you had to guess, and it is not disappointed. It has been high-paced. It's been physical. There have been some big goals. Goaltenders have both made some big stops. Defense has been good. This is
everything you can ask for.
Listen, if you've never watched water polo, this is the best. This is how you're going to get a kid to play water polo in the future that was never considering it. Just watch this tape.
And I expect 3 players from Rockford to get a look here. 1 of 3. Hopkins, Verwise, or Sauer.
Those are the 3 you'd key on. Verwise with the tying goal. And again, the play, it's a high percentage play if you can make it that he made on that 6-on-5. It doesn't come open that often.
No.
And in a high-pressure situation, down a goal in the last 3 minutes of game, to have the presence of mind to catch and go and just be able to get the ball on net, that's not easy to do.
It takes a lot of skill and just quick thinking. You have to be able to keep your cool in that, 2 seconds you need to score that goal.
You could put anyone in this building right now, fans, bench, coaches, players, and there are probably 3 or 4 players that make that shot. It's not easy to make it happen. You have to go up at the right time it right, and get it past the big goaltender, Ruel. And Hudson Verwise, that's why he's first team all-region. Ball headed in for Reinsma here. We'll see what Rockford has drawn up. One of these teams goes to the Final Four. One of these teams to the consolation.
Looks like a 3-pick.
Yep. Ran a little pick play. Advantage lost. Hopkins Inside water, what a play. Hopkins in, trying to get the shot away. Shemke trying to take it away, and he ball unders him from behind.
And Hopkins' mistake there was maintaining possession. Had he let go with 2 defenders all over him, I'm sure he would have gotten a call.
Boy, he wanted to get a shot away and had really not much of a chance to do it. Here's Herbert up top with it. Dropped it back to Shemke. Pioneer still with 2 timeouts left in the game. Sanchez Burks in for Herbert. Herbert thinking about it. Defense coming, pops it over the top. Sanchez Burks, right side, Edwards, 5 on the shot clock. Edwards lost the ball. 50 seconds to go. Tie game 6-6.
Peterman elects to not use his timeout.
No, I think maybe you save it in case you go down. It's probably what I would do too, actually. Not that my opinion matters. Verwise out near mid-pool with it. Surveys the offense, got a driver coming. Rockford.
Sanchez Burks there.
That's a good
phenomenal
play.
steal.
And Pioneer going to call for their timeout. Just past the expiration of the shot clock, they will have the rest of regulation if they choose to use it to get the shot away on Reinsma. And now, you're Rockford. You had the opportunity to take the lead out of a timeout late. Now, Pioneer has it. In the other quarterfinal, it is a 1-goal game. 6-5 Grand Haven. That game is in the 4th with 3:45 to go. So another good one over there. Man, this has been a whale of a first 4 games of the state
but
tournament.
Great polo.
Ooh.
And it's only going to get better from here.
So the winner of this game draws a date with the defending state champions. The team not coming out on top will get Ann Arbor Skyline. Neither are enviable positions to be in. But Manit, I want to ask you this. You're going to play in that 5 o'clock game. And, in the past, you would play your first game on Friday night. You come back and you got to play, an early game. How do you feel about this format where you get 2 games in the first day?
I prefer it only because if I was in that top 2, I'd want that night to plan.
There you go. There you go. That makes sense. I'm good with that.
For everybody else, it doesn't really affect them, but for that top 2, it's a huge difference.
It is. The one thing I think is for the team that does lose in the first round, I think it's nice to be able to get right back in the water and not have to spend a night thinking about it.
Exactly.
That's the one positive I come out with.
It's just, hey, your game just happened, but move on. You have the next one right here.
And then you go to bed, you get up, and you play your last game of the season together.
Yep.
Toasty in here at Hudsonville, outside. High 80s, humid. Hoping for some thunderstorms later.
Oh, boy.
I feel like such a dad when I say we could use the rain.
So hot in here.
It is brutal in here, I will say that. Before the game, Ian Kovas did tell us he turned on the air conditioning. And if he did, I can't really tell.
No, not at all.
I'm gonna need a new shirt after this one. Thankfully, it's black.
Pioneers holding form.
That's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna hold it for Ruel to take the last shot. Instead, they give it to Shemke. Now they start to run the offense. Interesting. Shemke turned it over.
50-50 ball there. Peterman with the timeout.
10 seconds to go. Timeout. Ball in the front court for Rockford. They will get to draw it up. Shemke turned the ball over. Unhappy with himself as he's headed back to the bench. And now Pioneer has to regroup. Man. Dramatic. Manit, this is only the first round. just imagine. This is incredible.
If you're Peterman here, where do you want that shot coming from?
Hopkins, I think, has shot the ball the best today.
He's hit his spots.
To me, it's not necessarily about the guy that's played the best in this situation. I want the guy that shot the ball the best because you have 10 seconds to get something done. If you can get him, and he's been able to get a little separation to shoot at times, I would think the ball goes to Nate Hopkins here.
Maybe on some kind of slide up like they worked earlier on that 6-on-5.
Now, Verwise has also played well. This Rockford team has played well. Make no bones
Across
about
the
it.
board.
but Hopkins is the one probably off the top of my head with the highest shooting percentage of guys that have taken multiple shots in this game for the Rams.
I would think so.
And both of them have been lasers.
Yes.
So for Hopkins, I would think the only thing that comes into my mind is, I guess, is Pioneer expecting that? And then, you know, at this point, there's 30 seconds left on the timeout clock. This is why I'm glad I'm not in that spot, because I only decided that in my head 2 seconds ago. Ooh, this one could require extra time. If it does, 2 3-minute periods. They are not sudden death, and then after that, it is 3-minute periods until we have a winner with sudden death. So you could win an overtime game 15-6 if you wanted. But the pace of scoring drastically.
It's 4-3 halfway through the second.
Rockford in the Rockford with the ball on the outside. Ball under! Taken away. Last second heave to the goal and stopped by Reinsma. Reinsma up the pool. There's 4 seconds on the clock. Reinsma, a full pool heave, and it is wide. This one's going to require overtime. Oh, Monique. This is outstanding. We are going to take a little bit of a break. We will bring it back with the start of overtime and some more going on in the MWPA. In overtime at the other pool, Grand Haven and Groves tied at 7s. We'll take a little bit of an audio break, catch our breaths. Overtime is next from Hudsonville. We are ready for overtime. 2 3-minute periods, regardless of the score or who scores. If there is a winner at the end of that, that's the ball game. If we are still tied,
Sudden death.
ooh, sudden death. I love sudden death.
Always a pulse-pounding experience.
I almost want to make it there because I haven't called a sudden death game in any sports in several months. Never in Polo. John Jess drops the ball in at center pool. We are underway. Williston picks it up. Overtime. The clock runs. 6-6 through regulation. The other quarterfinal is also in overtime. 7-7. Last I checked.
With a minute 30 left in the first overtime period.
Wow. Shemke with it. Shemke trying to power his way into a shot attempt. Leans back, tried to step out, back to the ball. Shemke still with the ball. Finally draws the ordinary. He's inside. Gives it in there. Chance for, I'm not sure who that was. It was Farmer. Yep. One thing for Pioneer to look out for, they are without Luke Packard for the rest of the day. 3 exclusions.
That is an impactful loss.
That shortens it up a little bit. Here's Verwise in, down the near side. Verwise cutting in on goal. Sanchez.
Smart foul by Sanchez-Burks there.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Good ordinary. Same wavelength. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins is outside. Actually, no, he was inside 6. The shot now has to be outside 6. He was inside that 6 marker, I believe at least. Because of that, it's a turnover. So no shot. Ruel did make a good save there. Sauer with it for Rockford. Looking up the pool. Drops it instead back to the netminder, Reinsma. Reinsma ahead. Into some trouble here. Shemke nearly took it away. Toss top side. Now into center.
Backhand.
Backhand from Verwise, and a stop that time. Ruel read it like a book, Manit.
You didn't move him again. Ruel did not have to move at all to block that shot.
These two teams
makes life easy as a goalie.
These two teams look like they're running low on gas now. Shemke out up high with it, thinking about drawing the ordinary and shooting. Instead, gives it back.
Spaces Sanchez-Burks out a little bit for his shot.
Sanchez-Burks thought about it. Instead, smartly dumps it in the corner at the end of the shot clock. 1:09 to go here in the first overtime. No new leaders. It is 6-6 in the 5th period. far corner. Rockford off the ordinary. Winging it across the pool. Here's Hopkins. Hopkins thinking about the ordinary again, and he turned it over to Williston. Look at him go.
He's got a chance here. Ooh.
Williston with the ball. He's got Sanchez Burks in behind the defense. Big opportunity here. Ball in hand. Sanchez Burks.
What a save
by Reinsma.
Oh my God.
We are still tied. Gabriel Sanchez Burks, who has had a phenomenal game, stopped in the goal line there. Verwise up the pool. Cross for Hopkins. Hopkins with space. Hopkins thinking about it, kicks it out wide instead into center. Blocked away by Shemke
with the rejection. And the ball under.
Ball under from behind. Now here's Shemke. Up the pool, already put it in play. Shemke motoring on down the left side, trying to beat Hopkins. Looking for an option. There's a lob. Over the top. Scores!
Jack Shemke!
Shemke a cross-cage lob. 7 seconds to go in the first overtime.
Like you were saying earlier, Harrison, that ball needs to be put dead in that corner, and that's exactly what Shemke did on that lob.
The lost art of the lob shot comes back. It is beautiful. I used to get harassed by my coaches because I always liked it. Here's a chance. Sauer, the skip, and a save for Well. We're headed to the second overtime. 7-6, Pioneer. Really, you can't ask for a better shot. It was a steal and a ball under. He put it in play right away, motored up the pool, knew he was in play, and lobbed it over the top on Reinsma there, and it was about as perfect a shot as it could be. That's really the most wide open opportunity either team has had most of the day, other than the one Sanchez Burks just missed.
Yeah, he attacked until he tried to attack and get an advantage, and there was no offensive advantage where they had a person wide alone. So he lobbed it there, and it was perfection.
So we go to the second overtime. Rockford trails by 1. Both teams with a full timeout here in the extra session. They're in the second overtime between Groves and Grand Haven.
Still tied.
Still tied at 7.
As it's just about to begin.
Grand Haven just took the lead, actually.
Started off.
Groves looking for the equalizer. Groves has had a great season. Groves started out the year and won one of their first 9 games. They finished the season 9-1.
There's a chance.
See if Groves gets an opportunity here. We're looking down at the other stream. This is just the kind of day we have had. Games have been good. Hard to come by bad polo at the state tournament. Rockford to the right, and our Whitecaps back out here for the second overtime. Trailing by 1, Pioneer in the purples to our left.
Phenomenal save by Grand Haven's goalie there. Groves had inside water with their center, and goalie just came up clutch. There's 2 minutes left in that overtime period.
Take a look back to our game now, and really, at this point, neither team's got a lot left in the tank. It's been physical. It's been fast-paced. It's been a good game. The teams will not switch sides as COVID protocols in place. Williston head down on the sprint against Rockford, and he wins it cleanly. The Pioneers up a goal. Overtime number 2 in session. If anybody leads at the end of this, that's the end of the game. If it's tied up, sudden death. 2:44 on the clock. Williston with the ball outright. Rockford doing a good job pressing here on the outside in the corner. Williston just getting boxed in and turn it over off the end line. That is excellent press defense down there by Rockford in the corner. Just treading him out there. That's Christian Wagon, the junior. And it kills an entire possession for Pioneer. Verwise has a man, Cheney, in the middle. Cheney kicks it way out to the outside. Here's Sauer. Sauer near side Hopkins. Hopkins out by about 7-8 meters. Lost the ball, regained. Got the ordinary foul. Hopkins a shot, just skipped it wide. He'd beaten Ruel to that right side, but it misses just out to the right there, Manit, and it was a good opportunity.
And I don't even know, had that gone in, if it would have counted, because he did not pop the ball.
That's a good point. I actually don't know the answer to that.
He attacked in, but never popped the ball.
Shemke tried the backhand. Shemke trying to draw the ordinary.
He wants that lob again.
Tried it.
Didn't have as much juice on it as the first one.
No, if you're going to take a lob with someone in your face, you really got to get a breaststroke kick in to go backwards, and didn't get any separation there.
Ball under. Phenomenal defense by Zach Edwards there.
Taken away here. Pioneers Ruel with it. 95 seconds on the clock. Pioneers have an opportunity to bleed at least 23 more off it. Edwards looking for the drive. It was Herbert. Clogged up now. Sanchez Burks out near 7 meters. Treaded up, won't take it. Sanchez Burks waiting for Herbert.
Entry.
Instead into the middle here for Farmer, taken away by Rockford. Again, both teams still with their timeout. Minute 14 on the clock. 7-6 Pioneer. Hopkins flipped it out, turn it over.
Pioneer has numbers here. They're up on both Verweiss and Hopkins if they wanted to use that.
Sanchez Burks in there. Pioneers spreading the pool instead. It's turned over.
They had an opportunity there. One of Sanchez Burks or Shemke was going to be open.
Hopkins is a man open down the right side. Opportunity here for Rockford. Going to be wagging to the inside, over the top, Verweiss. Verweiss back to the ball. Flips it backwards over his head, and a save by Ruel. Now they'll spread out, and they're playing keep away. 25 on the shot clock, 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pioneers still with their timeout. Flown across the pool, it's going to be out of play.
Huge miscue for the Pioneers.
A little too much mustard on it. It draws a smile from the great Don Packard, and now Rockford has the ball with 21 seconds on the clock. No timeouts remaining. The Rams trail by 1 with an opportunity to tie the game back up. I can't remember the last time I've seen that. Taking a look at the other game, Manit, an update here. 8-7 Grand Haven.
With 40-something seconds left.
Looks like Groves with the ball. And a 6-on-5. See what happens here. Looking at this one.
Oh, wow.
Big stop by Boost.
Bounced off the shot blocker, goalie, and ended up in the opposite top corner.
Oh, it's a goal.
Groves ties it up.
Well, we might need to delay the next game as officials need to work their way over to this pool. This is turning into...
It'll be a long day.
Manine, I can't remember a state quarterfinal round like this. Now, it's different because of the new format, but this is bananas.
This is amazing.
Rockford has the ball out of the timeout. Craig Peterman, Jared Reichert drawing something up here. Pioneer trying to get the stop on defense. Rockford will go to Wagon, Cheney, Sauer, Verweiss, Hopkins, Reinsma in the front court to start.
Would you bring him out and let him be a part of the offense?
Yes. 21 seconds to go down a goal in overtime. Yes, potentially.
It gave the Pioneers fits at regional finals.
If you've practiced it is the key, because not a lot of teams practice it.
It's very true. Oh. Reinsma ends up back in goal.
Here's Verweiss, had inside water for a half beat. Dropped it off. Here's Bargwell. Bargwell back to Verweiss. Verweiss backhand shot. Stopped by Ruel. And Don Packard uses his timeout. 9 seconds to go in overtime. And Pioneer can bleed the clock away if they do it right. But Rockford has an opportunity to press everywhere now out of the timeout. This could be very interesting. 9 seconds on the clock. So now you get into a situation where you can move your goalie away from the goal to start the play, but
you do have a free pass to start.
You do have a free pass to start. You could put him in there. Now, if he's sitting there and he pops the ball and puts it in play, he's live.
He can shoot.
This is
Whoever the ball ends up with.
This is interesting as to where you start the ball, where you start your goalie. I would think probably very near, if not in your net. We're taking a look at the other quarterfinal. I believe it's 8-8 with how many seconds to go?
Groves has the ball. They're working for a foul. Won it badly. He used about 12 seconds of that shot clock to try and get that foul.
Looks like it went wide.
Yep. And we will most likely, barring some kind of crazy end of quarter goal, be seeing sudden death there.
Well, Pioneer ball, 9 seconds on the clock. Shot clock turned off. Keep away strategy employed here by Rockford. Full pool press. Herbert will start with the ball. Smartly there. Puts it in play. Clock starts. Now he's got to protect it. Over the top, fouled by Hopkins. Herbert into the corner. 5 seconds on the game clock. Not much the Rams going to be able to do about this one. The clock will bleed away, and Ann Arbor Pioneer is headed to the state semifinal. No. There is one second on the clock. Pioneer ball. They've got to pop it and put it in play, and now the game is over. One second on the game clock. They have not called this yet.
They did?
The ball is put in play, and now it's over. Good show of sportsmanship in the pool. It was a great game here. We will talk about the other quarterfinal in just a moment, but Ann Arbor Pioneer heads to the state semifinals. The final score, Pioneer 7, Rockford 6. It required 2 overtimes, and that's where it ends. The other quarterfinal.
You have 2 very, very similar game-winning goals.